Hello, everyone. My name is Gabriel, and I'm a PhD candidate at the University of Michigan School of Information. I present a paper today on attitudes and folk theories of data subjects on transparency and accuracy in emotion recognition on social media. This work was conducted together with Nazanin and Andalibi, who was also at the University of Michigan. Emotion recognition is a growing industry, including and beyond social media platforms. Companies and researchers collect observational data, such as posted text and images, which promise to enable algorithms to infer emotional states of social media users. This technology is used in areas such as targeted advertising, public relations management, and protest detection and prediction. Emotion recognition is a controversial technology, as it enables surveillance, which centralizes power, is based on contested assumptions about emotions, which raises questions about its accuracy, and is opaque, which makes it difficult to contest the technology. Perspectives of people affected by emotion recognition are underrepresented in current policy debates on the technology. Recent human-centered work, such as that by my co-author Andalibi, has demonstrated a range of ethical and privacy concerns in this space, in engaging with the people who would be affected by emotion recognition. But we know little about these individuals' attitudes and folk theories on accuracy and transparency. Such insights are particularly important for technology like emotion recognition that is highly contested, already widespread, and barely regulated. We conducted screening surveys to recruit interview participants. With 13 participants selected based on these surveys, we conducted in-depth, semi-structured interviews guided by scenarios. Our analysis is based on these interviews. More details are in the paper. We identified 15 folk theories on accuracy and transparency. We understand folk theories as intuitive, informal theories developed by individuals to interpret and intervene in socio-technical systems. We categorized these folk theories into 5 categories. First one is the techno-promise folk theories, then emotion-shaping folk theories, technological limitation folk theories of emotion, and meaningful transparency folk theories. I will provide examples for each of these categories. A few participants argued emotion recognition has to be accurate. Such beliefs matter as they shape how people understand and trust algorithmic results, and whether they feel like they are contestable. On a high level, we termed theories that conceive of emotion recognition as inherently accurate and thereby difficult to contest as techno-promise folk theories. For example, one participant argued that emotion recognition has to be accurate, as it is based on big data. They said, I'm assuming that they are going to be very good at making these predictions because there's just so much data available out there. We call this the big data folk theory. Many participants argued that they see accurate inferences as uncomfortable and a threat to their agency, as predictions could influence the emotions of people. Some also desired accurate emotion recognition, but only in certain very specific situations. We termed folk theories on how emotion recognition influences people emotion-shaping theories. For example, participants voiced concerns on emotion recognition shaping and manipulating people's emotions. Participant 10 said, I think I probably wouldn't like it, emotion recognition. Not because it's not useful, but because it can very easily be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like if something is trusted and can predict sort of accurately how you're going to feel in the future, then you will think that it's how you will feel, and then you will feel that way, which is not good, especially for folks that are sort of growing up and learning how to feel and navigate feelings. We call this the Techno-Deterministic emotion shaping folk theory. Many participants also challenged the idea that emotion recognition can be accurate. Some pointed to technological limitations, which we refer to as technological limitation of folk theories. For example, participants argued that online data is unrepresentative. Participant 6 said, you're only looking at, in a grand scheme of things, somebody's overall life. You're only looking at a small portion of that, and you're taking that again and grouping them with other people. They don't know everything about me based on that little bit of information. We call this the unrepresentative online data folk theory. Some folk theories also challenged fundamental assumptions underlying current emotion recognition technologies, which we termed folk theories of emotion. The performative emotions folk theory, for example, argues online posts are performative, created with certain audiences in mind, and not reflective of inner emotional states. Thereby, emotion recognition is not able to infer actual emotions. Participant 9 said, I think people brand themselves all the time on social media. So the pictures that I put out then may not actually reflect my emotions. Most participants voiced feelings of helplessness and unknowability towards emotion recognition and called for greater transparency. We identified several folk theories on how meaningful transparency on emotion recognition might look like and called them the meaningful transparency folk theories. For example, participants wanted to know where and when emotion recognition is used and for what purpose. Participant 10 said, I guess I would wonder what they wanted the information for. Why do they want to know if I'm happy or not? We call this the transparent technology use folk theory. Overall, our analysis ultimately highlights an unsatisfactory status quo shaped by power imbalances. The controversial validity of emotion recognition makes claims to accuracy questionable. We therefore understand folk theories that challenge the idea that emotion recognition has to work as imaginative resistance to techno-deterministic discourses and frame emotion recognition as an inevitable AI technology. Our findings also highlight that companies and researchers should stop to simply pursue reductive forms of accuracy and instead listen to and center the desires of people. Participants desire to be known on their own terms and therefore also desire some ambiguity around their emotions. Participants imagine transparency and accountability as enabling them individually in their decision-making on whether and how to use social media. In turn, we identified a need to develop more collective imaginaries to deal with problems of platform capitalism, such as invasive surveillance and profiling, and issues with labor standards in machine learning supply chains. We argue also for promoting an understanding of transparency and accountability as enablers for more collective contestability to influence and improve platform governance. Thanks for your time.